we had a great first couple of years just doing hydration backpacks, expanding with retailers. Like I couldn't believe how well it was going. I just thought wow, I really got this right. What I did not realize was the hot brand at the time was Camelbak. They were so busy manufacturing reservoirs for the military in preparation for the invasion of Iraq that sort of Afghanistan, Iraq, the military already knew. They were going to the desert. They needed these systems. And so Camelback couldn't supply any of the retailers. And so we were getting all the orders because they couldn't supply the retailers. So the day after the invasion of Iraq, the military said, okay, thanks, we've got enough. And Camelback immediately turned all that production on the marketplace, flooded the market. They ended up flooding the market for 6 months, then selling the company. And so the hard part was for me, who had all those retailers who couldn't get enough of those products. And then when they were available, we lost something like 9 of our top 10 customers within a 2-month period. And so, yeah, that was the typical. I could tell you lots of stories, lots of ups and downs in the early days. But so we were going great, hired people. That happened, let a lot of people go. Kind of, as I say, that's when my ego as a businessman became about as kind of like the grass on a putting green. So learned my lessons and kind of looked at what customers stuck with us, which ones didn't. Started thinking about the market a little differently, and decided at that point that hey, maybe backpacks is not the easiest way to go. It's a very marketing driven. It's very capital intensive, and we had a customer that already had a strong lead. But I saw a lot of other players out there in the marketplace that wanted to get into the space, but they just didn't have the plumbing. Right? They didn't really have a system that worked well for carrying the water, delivering the water. And these were much bigger brands. So bigger brands than us, bigger brands than Camelback. These were again, like the Patagonias and North Faces of the world. And so decided that was probably a better tact for us to take. And so we called that the original equipment business. And so we kind of redeveloped our products to be a little more universal instead of specifically for our own backpacks. So they work in every backpack, and started calling upon these larger customers with the idea of us being the hydration inside for their backpack lines. I think our first major client was Dakine in 2006 in all their mountain biking gear. And we grew pretty quickly from that point.